As we enter the Holy Week, we celebrate now the solemnity of Christ's triumphant entry through this Palm Sunday. Let us work our utmost best to make this Holy Week a more meaningful celebration for all of us. We now start with the opening prayer by Betha Fe Manawis Viuda de Castillo.
Thank you. Thank you, Cherry. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Heavenly Father, God of life and goodness, we come to you today in praise and thanksgiving for the gifts that you have bestowed upon us. You have been blessing us with friends, especially our classmates of UST Medicine Class 74, to help us in our physical and emotional turmoils, to pray with us in times of adversity, and to celebrate with us in joy and thanksgiving of thy graces and steadfast love. At this time of uncertainty, considering our age-related illnesses and the unresolved pandemic of COVID-19, may you, O Lord, always be with us. May you grant the healing of our sick classmates, relatives, and friends, especially those whom we promise to pray for. For us birthday celebrants on this blessed month of March, look kindly on us. May you transform our remaining life journey to be spirit-filled in accordance to thy plan and purpose. Strengthen our faith that will allow us to persevere in hope and be constant in thy love. All this we ask in Jesus' name, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, through the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and all for the greater glory of God. Amen.
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 Thank you, Betha. Thank you for that opening prayer.
The music for this video was actually taken from a classic, well, it's a film classic, which was released in 1962, Forever My Love. And it was starring Carbom and Romy Schneider.
Oh.
It's a love story between the Austrian Emperor Franz Joseph of Bavaria and who was married to his cousin, Princess Elizabeth. If you've been to Schönbrunn Palace, you will remember there's a museum dedicated to her. And she was also the Queen of Hungary. Anyway.
With a skis march.
Just, the word March, I was looking for a song with the something that's related to the month, but that was what we found. The jet ski march was offered for, I think it was a General Radetzky when he was returning from a successful battle.
Shall we proceed with the individual video?
So forgive me if the titles I gave were not appropriate for the
Dave,
presentation.
yes.
Jory and I met for the first time at the dormitory of Ateneo de Manila University.
sandali.
We became dorm mates and
Roommates.
roommates for that matter. We were four in a room, three
Yes.
from Ateneo de San Pablo and one he was the salutatorian of Ateneo de Davao. And of course, our class was invited to his vacation house in Davao in 2011. Shall we skip for now, Jory? And with regards to Manny, picked 52 slides. He doesn't know anything about this.
Was too much. Chito, I told you only one will do.
See, he told me only to put just one slide, but as a doting grandpa, I didn't have the heart to ignore all the other photos. So he has no knowledge from the many pictures he posted in our Viber site that I chose. Okay, you have about 5 minutes, but you have 52 slides.
52, come on. I told you just put one. Chito.
Okay, anyway, so I made this for you. Next one.
This is pre-med days. Pre-med days.
Is that you or your
That's my
son?
long hair. That's my lovely wife. This is just one picture taken in the viaduct. I think that was pre-America's Cup. That's old. Yep. This is right after coming from our reunion. We had a side trip to Iloilo, and then we got back and just having a small fish and chips by one in our park, one of the parks near us. Next, this is quite early. All right, this is at the Auckland Art Gallery. Behind us is the Maori art. We thought that's nice to have as a background just to show where we are. Yeah, that's at the Auckland Museum. Next one, this is Auckland skyline. I think I took that when we were having a picnic. Next one. Where did you get all this, Chito? This is okay. This is Rangitoto Island on the background. That's one of the areas where they held the America's Cup races just recently.
Actually, I'm preparing the class for our visit to your place.
Yeah, well, welcome anytime, you guys. As you know, we're very happy to be one of the safest places in the world at the moment. This is, I think, a birthday celebration. That's my latest shot. When I had my 71st birthday. These are my children. One is not here. She's based in Australia with my two grandchildren. So you must notice that I'm always posting a picture of my granddaughter, Georgia, which is the daughter of Iris, my second girl, and her husband, Dave Martin. The boys are still with me. Next one. The same shot, all right. This is where one of our favorite Japanese place. This chef is actually from Gion, so we do get treated to very nice Japanese food here. Yeah, they got press produced. So hopefully you guys can come over, have a sampling. I'll take you around if you happen to be in Auckland or surrounds. You can go to the South Island. Next one. This is Christmas this year. As you can see, Santa Claus is wearing a mask, right? And my granddaughter is still scared of Santa, so she's staying a bit away from Santa Claus here. Yep. Now there's another picnic shot. Next one, the same place, I think. we have lots of parks around here. This is, yeah, well, this background is the America's Cup, the latest 136 America's Cup, which we were lucky to retain. Hopefully, they stage here, it again here in New Zealand. I think that's a year before our grand reunion again. Hopefully, the world is a lot safer. It'd be good for you guys to come, maybe around this time. These boats are magnificent. They travel the water more than 100 Ks, you know. You can just imagine speed of just like driving a car. But really, these boats are airplanes on the water. Next one. This is a winter shot. So yeah, one. We frequently go out with my granddaughter. Friday, we have designated as off day, grandparents' day. So we take her away with us. She sleeps over and then she goes on. This is one of the joys that we as grandparents have. I hope you guys are having the same sort of happiness which we get from having grandchildren. Next one. She can see. Okay, spoiler her like. And sometimes this is the latest one. At least she's 6 years old now, so she's able to thank grandpa. Next one. Yeah, that was pre-Christmas. I think it was 2 years ago. Next one. Yep, lots of grandparents shot here. Next one. This is Vivian with our other granddaughter, Kayna, who is in Sydney. She is quite a surprise with an IQ, genius IQ, very, very gifted actually. And we're very proud of her. She's in Sydney. Next one, please. And this is my only grandson, Mateo, and my third daughter, Lauren. Mateo, according to my daughter, looks like me when I was young. All right. He's a keen footballer, and both of the children are quite gifted. We're quite surprised. She's also in the gifted and talented school. Next one. Oh, this is in Wellington, the Windy City, we call it, capital of New Zealand. Very near the, this picture was taken very near the, what you call this, Parliament in New Zealand. It's a very windy city. Sometimes planes can land at Wellington. Next one. I think that's also in Wellington. Good thing about, this is one of the pictures in the park. This is my go-to park in Auckland. Vivian and I frequently go here for breakfast. It's one of the nicest park around our place. It's Cornwall Park. It's quite close to the house, 15 minutes. You walk around there. Most of the shots that I share with you guys of trees and flowers and all that stuff I take from this park. Next one. That's not mine. I wish I had a one. Okay. Next one.
I thought we were going to borrow that from you.
Well, we have two SUVs which we can take guys around. Whoever comes to Auckland, we're happy to bring you around. That's my go-to cars. You know, we got two of these, one old one, one newest one. So we can go off-road on this piece. They're pretty good cars.
You
Next
like
one.
cars. Is that your bike?
Yeah, that's another view of the park. We frequently go for walks here. At the background, you can see the old eucalyptus trees. And the foreground, you have, this is lychee, yes, isn't it? Lychee trees, yeah. Next one. Yeah, that's another view, same park. Yeah, we're quite fortunate here. The weather is quite good. We do have 4 seasons here in New Zealand, but our winters are very good. Especially in Auckland, we don't have snow. But in the South Island, you can go to the so-called Alps and go for skiing and all those things. All right. Next one. Can I have a seat, ma? This is my go-to place and Vivian's place. This is a Lake Tekapo, that's the church small chapel
Good Shepherd.
of the
Church of
Good
the Good
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
If you go inside this church, the crucifix is fronting the lake. It's a very peaceful place, which I frequently go to, especially after a mental health consult, which can be quite difficult at times. As you know, I've transitioned from orthopedic surgery to musculoskeletal medicine, family medicine. I still enjoy very much doing practice. This is another view of that park that we go to. Look at these trees. Here I practice shirin-yuko, the Japanese technique of handling depression by listening to the trees. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's quite peaceful and you really can feel that you're with nature. Next one. It's another view of the park. Next one. All right, as you know, this is my backyard garden. It's a mishmash of everything. I try to plant herbs and fruits, and roses all around. These orange flowers are nasturtium. You can actually eat those. And in the background are mustard seeds that you can just scatter around. It grows. Next one. This is my vocation. So yeah, it's another view of Cornwall Park. Next one. Oh, no, Chito, I guess put all my pictures. I started rose gardening because it's an expensive thing to buy Vivian all the time roses. So just plant roses and you can go around and pick what you like. Next one. Oh, this is my latest harvest, my organic tomatoes. Next one. Oh, this is a shot of Waiheke, one of the islands very close to Auckland. We go there by ferry. It's about 15, 25 minutes, and you see all these vineyards. You know, we're blessed again with lots of varietals, white and red. It's not too far from our house. You can go there on a day trip and really go onto these islands. Reminds me of Napa Valley in California, but here it's not as hot as California. Next one. Yeah, this is my own varietal of white grapes, very sweet. I wish I know how to make wine, but yeah, we share this with our neighbors and my friends. Can't finish all of them. This is all coming from just one grapevine. Next one. Okay, this is the latest produced. Next one. I'm a keen gardener at the moment, so I don't go to the gyms. My exercise is mostly walking and gardening. I don't like going to gyms and smelling other people's sweat. Next one. Right. This is a variety of the flowers from a native plant. The Pacific Islanders make these leaves into mats. Yung banig natin, parang banig, they make this.
It's called flax.
It's a flax. They call it a native flax. Next one. Right. This is just one of the parks. Our parks here are well cultured. Plus, the good thing in New Zealand, you can take the walks without fear of something killing you. We don't have wild animals here. We don't have snakes. Nothing will kill you here except people that might go up the rails at times. But animals, we don't have. Next one. These are mostly my shots, I think, at the park. Next one. Yeah, this is our local zoo. We do have, this is the flightless kiwi, our symbol. You hardly see these guys. They're nocturnal. So if you want to see them, you have to go to a place where they keep them. They're protected. We're trying to make more kiwis. Conservation is very good. Next one. This is one of dog girls that you can see in our beaches. Most of these birds come from elsewhere, and when it's winter somewhere, they come here in New Zealand. Next one. Yeah, that's a statue of one of these birds in the zoo. Next one. Oh, Chito really got some of our a lot of pictures. This is a rhino from Auckland Zoo.
My turn.
Next one. Yeah, and a giraffe. We do have a smattering of these wild animals. In Georgia, my granddaughter love these flamingos. She calls them flamingis for some reason. Next one. Right. Birthday cake. I think this was maybe a year ago. She's in charge of blowing the candles. Makes me feel young most of the time. It's my second daughter, Iris. She's a psychologist. She has a department. Heart and lung transplant. Next one. I think this was last year. No? That was 2 years ago. Okay. Next one, Chito. Don't dwell too much on this. Fun of having. This is our, oh, there you go, Chito, Raul. Sorry to lose Yoli, but we did enjoy meeting her after so long. And boy, Prudencio, Raul, we all go a long way. And Dante, we're pre-med classmates, you know. And then, of course, the famous Amor and singing voice, you still remember. Yeah. We enjoyed the Amor's presence in our tales last time, telling us a lot of things that happened in med school. Yep, thank you. That's me. Hey, Eric, my good friend. How are you doing, mate?
How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you,
doing
buddy.
well.
Nice to see you. Doing
Good
well,
to
huh?
see everyone.
Yeah, how are you? Nice to see
Lily
you,
and
Manny.
Mildred, hey, I miss Boy. I used to play basketball with Boy while at UST. Yep. And Linda is there. And Tish, happy birthday too. Right. And Beta and Bobby are in. Of course, Boy. How are you doing, Raul? A good friend.
Yeah,
Good voice,
I remember our singing group in the pre-med.
Yeah. And remember, even in med school with Lou Eggoy, our master.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the days, eh? Yep. I'm quite happy too. Linda Domingo, oh, the famous Pangasinense. How are you, dear? I never thought I'd see a lot of psychiatrists in class 74.
Linda, unmute. Unmute para you could speak to Manny.
Yep.
Ayan.
I think that's it. Happy
Thank
to
you.
see everyone. Noemi, that's a game changer. Long hair now. I remember you sporting short hair while we were being, grilled by, was that San Juan? What's his name? The guy who gave us a hard time during physical education.
Oh.
And Bio is there, right? Bio and Cherry. Good to see you, Cherry, the artist in the group. Dulce, sweet Dulce. And who else is here, right?
Maybe it's better to unmute yourself. It's first time of Manny to join the Zoom, and he would like to listen to your responses.
All right. You, Bobby, hurry. Man, I miss you in New York. I should have seen you.
Yeah, hello.
I used to frequent New York, you know. I'm almost there every other year because I got a brother there. But yeah, and Vilma Puri as well. Oh, hell, there you go, Jesse.
Hi.
How you doing, mate?
Hello, everybody. Finally got a computer. From my in-laws, mga sa balay ko nakawang computer. Hindi ko alam ngayon, nakala ko bukas pa.
I thought
Absent-minded.
it was yesterday until Bibian called me, reminded me that it's today. I was
Happy birthday, Manny.
Hey, thank you.
Hi, Tony.
Mataba. Mataba.
see
Manny, when are we going to
everyone.
New Zealand?
Yeah, I do hope, it's quite saddening to hear two of our classmates are very sick at this time. Hopefully we can all meet again yeah, during the gold reunion. Adrian is there, right? Adrian, you're in dermatology, are you?
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay na.
Hello. Hello to Manny.
Hi.
Oh. We can hear you,
Oh,
Adrian.
Toniski.
Yeah.
Sporting a goatee now, mate.
That's the COVID look. Lazy look.
The COVID look.
Yeah.
Jory,
We
are
used
you
to call
ready?
him Gabardowski, eh?
Yeah.
Now it's Toniski.
Manny, thank you for that wonderful photos that you shared with us. Thank you very much, Manny.
Oh, Chito was the one. I did not prepare anything. Chito did. Thanks, Chito.
I told you naturalist. Okay, before I show my presentation on Luz, actually she refused to present anything. Actually, silently, I was glad at that moment because she has many pictures in my collection. But a kabsat of her requested me to make one for her. So I could not refuse her kabsat. And how can I say no also to Luz herself, because she's our family physician, she's my doctor. But my anxiety in like presenting someone who has so many pictures, and it's very hard. It's very hard to choose which one to select, because I went all the way back from the time that she was in first year medicine, 1970, and I had to look for like 15,000 photos.
Wow.
Beautiful face.
And then
That's quite tough, Chito.
if I did not cut it down, it was about 15 minutes long. I cut it in half, it was still very long at 7 minutes. Now, the other problem is because many of our classmates have passed on, I wanted to get photos without that individual who is not with us anymore, but it's very difficult, especially with Luz, because Cora Chongson usually would go with us, and she's very close to Luz, and a lot of her pictures are together with Luz. So there are some pictures that I have no choice but to include the picture of Luz with Cora Chongson.
It's 9 o'clock.
Tall building.
Mga celebrants.
Thank you very much, Chito. Thank
Galing,
you.
Chito. Galing, galing.
Any words from Luz?
Luz, unmute yourself.
Luz, unmute yourself. Any word from you?
First of all, I would like to thank everyone, all the organizers, but especially to Chito. I could not believe that you did this. Thank you so much. And oh, this is the first time for me to attend the birthday Zoom. It's not that I don't want to, but I work from Monday to Friday. And on weekend, I have a part-time job of a housekeeper. Saturday night and Sunday night is usually a family day for us. So I really don't have time. A lot of people and a lot of classmates are asking me, why am I still working? I thought about that, and I think my answer is, I still love what I'm doing. That's number one. Number two, I'm preparing my practice because my son will take over next year. Number three, I think since I have the capacity to earn, I want to share it with some relatives and friends who need it. Hopefully, I'll be able to retire next year. Again, I'm so happy to be member of class 74. Thank you very much, classmates, especially to Chito. I couldn't believe that you did that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Luz. Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you, Luz.
Happy birthday.
One
Yes,
thing of
Chico,
doom.
next.
Happy
Mm.
birthday,
Next.
Balasang.
Now, for Jesse Ang, he has 22 slides. I was communicating with her daughter. I think she's an attorney, Christine, if I'm not mistaken. She sent pictures without any description, and she said that her dad will explain each photo himself during the Zoom. So I made a PowerPoint presentation out of the photos, and this e-card was made by Dante.
Aking pasasalamat ko kaya sa committee, most of all, Chito Quino for really spearheading this Zoom meeting. Without him and the other members of the group, pati rin si Dante, tsaka mga committee, this has given us a very significant time to bond and to be close to one another in difficulties and in good times. And we hope we can continue with this particular bond of friendship. So go ahead, Chito. Oh, by the way, I would like to tell you that, go ahead, teacher.
Yes.
So this is me, and this is when I came to on July of 2010 when Noynoy Aquino won the election and was asked to be a speaker for the first overseas Pinoy power governance. And I spoke about medical tourism. I was against the exploitation of our Filipinos in terms of being used for transplants for pay. And so I was asking that if there was medical tourism, that we should defend our workers from not being exploited. And also I was advocating for universal healthcare, wherein if we can be able to have free healthcare like a socialized medicine from birth to death. And that's what I was speaking on that conference. And that these are my love of my life, my wife Edith, and my 4 children. On the left is Christine. She is a Port Tacoma commissioner. She graduated from Cornell. She's a lawyer in practice and community activist. Besides the daughter with her, my daughter with her is Jessica. She's a overall supervisor of the Amazon facility in Kent. She has masters in John Hopkins. And then there is my son. He is a family physician in Tacoma, Washington. And there's my beautiful daughter, Hilda. And she is a nurse practitioner and married to a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army. And I have 6 grandchildren. Makikita nyo lang, na ako lang yatang walang itsura sa pamilyang ito. Lahat sila nagmana sa nanay nila. Right? So as much as possible, I am very, very happy that I've been given 4 wonderful children and a wife who is a devoted wife, a devoted mother, and who's been there for us. Next slide, please. These again are my 4 children, Hilda, Bobby, Christine, and Jessica in their young days. As you can see that they are, and this is Bobby when he, oh, go ahead. And this is Bobby, and this is when I was still in my youth day, starting my practice in the 80s. And Bobby was only a few years old, and now he is in his early 30s, and now a full-fledged position with a 1 son, Theo, who is one of my grandchildren. Next slide, please. And this is where we have lived since 1985, a beautiful place known as Gig Harbor. You can picture that as if you were similar to Martha's Vineyard and overlooking the banks of Puget Sound. And we had this since 1985. And so this is when they were still small children, and now they've grown up. But there is no better place than to be able to be on a nice sunny day and you see the waters and the boats passing by and a nice sunshine, and you can find serenity, especially if you're doing some reflection and prayer, and also when you have a get together and the family activities. Next slide, please. And these are my grandkids again. This is Tio, I believe, yes. And this is their mom, this grandma. So you could see that we're very, very, it's nice to be a grandfather and to be able to be alive and share the joys of being a grandfather. Next slide, please. As you can see that this is where we spent time when we went to Alaska in our, I believe this is a time when we had our reunion in terms of our 40th wedding anniversary. We went to Alaska and Vancouver, and with all, as you can see, my grandkids here is the 2 boys there is Marcus and Preston. And this is Hilda's kids, and there is also 2 granddaughters, Lily and also Hilda's daughter, and then there is Jasmine, Jessica's daughter. So I have 3 grandsons and 3 granddaughters, and about to have no 4 and then gonna have another one on the way. Next slide, please. So this is again where we had a tour in Alaska with my wife Edith, and Edith is from Binyan, Laguna, and her father is Benjamin Almeida, and they along with her, they have what they call he is considered as a father of Philippine invention. He was the one who designed the coconut grater and the ice cream, and then also the one from the bibingka cake that you would buy from the bibingka oven. He was the one who designed those things, and so they have what they call the Almeida Industries. Next slide, please. And again, these are my grandkids from Hilda and Danny, who is the lieutenant colonel, and their children, Marcus, Preston, and Lilyby, and me and my wife during the Alaskan tour. Next slide, please. And this is during the wedding of my son, Bobby, with Joanne, who is a surgical pathology fellow at University of Washington. And the wedding took place in Makati in 2012, along with again, my 3 daughters and my son, and my son-in-law, Danny, and my Marcus, my first grandson, and my wife. Thank you. Next slide, please. And again, these are the 2, Marcus and Preston, when they were still very young, and now they're about 11 and 10. So it's been more than several years since this picture was taken. And again, the excitement, exuberance, the happiness of being a grandpa and a grandma when you have grandchildren along with you. Next slide, please. These are my 2 granddaughters. This is Jasmine from Jessica, and this is Lilyby from Hilda. And they are 2 comrades and with similar clothes, enjoying their time in Alaska during our 40th wedding anniversary. Next slide, please. Oh, this is Eliza. This is my other granddaughter, who is 2 years old from Jessica. That was her first birthday, and as you could see, she's excited and to be a unicorn, and so we continue to be the delight when we try to do what we call telephone with video and exchange pictures and even play games. Next slide, please. And this is last year, 2019, when during our celebration, USMA celebration and reunion, we made a trip to the White House and with my wife and Hilda and his daughter and two sons. So just wanted to be there and see my most favorite president, which is Lincoln, which is the one that I have a great admiration for, because this was a president, despite losing several sons and went into deep depression, was able to lead the country and give his very best, including his life. Next slide, please. And this is this is where I had the opportunity to sort of go to the Malacanang, invited and take a picture, having this kind of dream that probably that I've always been have this great longing that to help our nation to be transformed to a just, democratic, and compassionate society. And whatever I can do, whether it be as a simple man, an advocate, as a doctor, psychiatrist, as a speaker, and if at some point God give me that particular opportunity to be in government service, to work for our people and in small ways and big ways. So I had the opportunity to go to meet the president and convey my congratulations and also offer my services and proposals for a democratic government. And this was when I was awarded the Tagumpay Award for healthcare. I was able to establish in Washington State the Filipino Physicians of Washington State, which is a group of 100 doctors and nurses, wherein every year since it was founded in 1990, that we organize medical missions every year, and we go to different provinces from Luzon to Mindanao to those who are in needed areas, and we provide medical and surgical missions. And we were involved during the Typhoon Yolanda and Ondoy, and even sponsor training for those counselors dealing with the trauma of the typhoon. And so and then the Pinoy Reporter gave the first award for healthcare, and that was in several years ago, 2010, with my wife. Next slide, please. I think that's it, right? Oh, this is the entire group with my in-laws, as you could see, the parents of Joanne and the husband, and there is Harry, married to my daughter Jessica, and Bobby with Joanne, and Danny with Hilda, and Christine, still single, and I have several grandchildren. And this is when we were on the cruise in Alaska. I believe this is the last slide. Chito, is that the one? Oh, this is when on my wife's 60th birthday, we hold out in our house, and we decided to have a costume party, and so my wife wear the Renaissance royalty, and then, but as you could see, this is a Chinese version of Abraham Lincoln. So Abraham Lincoln is my the most favorite president I ever had admired in the U.S. history, and so I decided to wear the suit of Abraham Lincoln and be there for this particular party. It was a very, very memorable party because people came in different costumes from different times. And we were so happy for my wife's 60th birthday. Is that it, Chito? Oh, another one. This is when we went to Disneyland, and we had this particular visit to the Greens, and with my youngest, I think that was either Jasmine, I believe, and with my daughter Christine and baby or Edith. And so again, as you can see, there's always this particular feeling of joy and happiness when you are in Disney World or in Disneyland. You always get younger. And finally, I think this is my daughter Jessica, married to Harry, and Harry works in Boeing. Again, Jessica works in Amazon, but this was in Italy. My daughter decided to have her wedding in Tuscany, so we rent a villa there, and so we had a great time going to Tuscany, visiting places, and and also the other places. I think there was several places along Tuscany, and the food there was very nice. But we had a very good time. We really enjoyed, and you'll never get tired of Italy. Every time you go there, you think that you want to go back because you want to visit another place. It's a lovely country, and so that's where we celebrate. And that was the wedding in 2013, I believe. That is 2013, yes. And this is in Italy again, enjoying the moment of laughter and joy, being with friends and family. And I tell you that you will never look older if you always smile. And when you are struck with any sense of any pain, whether it be emotional, physical, just find a way how to have a smile and tell yourself that this too will pass, and there's another day that you can be able to bring yourself out of sorrow. Thank you very much, Tito. Thank you very much, Date, for your beautiful e-card, and thank you everybody for giving me the chance to tell you more about myself and my family.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Jesse.
birthday,
Andoy, thank you, Andoy, too, for hosting.
Birthday.
Thank you, Andoy. Thank you, Andoy.
Very nice.
Okay.
Thank you,
So,
Jared.
Chari.
Let me say something about Jesse's family. When I went to Seattle for my specialty review in 1988, I was invited to Josue New's house and to their house. And one thing, well, aside from their children now are all professionals, one thing that Amor and I were impressed were their children spoke fluent Tagalog.
Yes,
And
it's Tagalog.
and then when they spoke in English, they sounded American. So that was the thing that we remembered about their children at that time. No, they were very fluent in Tagalog.
Thank you, Tito. Thank you.
Jesse's eldest daughter is the first Filipino commissioner of Tacoma.
For Tacoma. Thank you, ST.
Yes,
And she's very active.
Congratulations, Jesse.
Oh, yes, she's very
Your
active right
family.
now. We are trying to figure out how to urge the Biden administration to consider the Philippines to provide the extra surplus of the vaccines, if ever, because there will be extra vaccines by July or June. But we are trying to lobby because there may be some extra vaccines. So I don't know whether we can be able to find some ways to give the Philippines as a priority because of our friendship with the United States for many years.
We hope that that will push too, because the Philippines need them very, very badly. So, Jess,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andoy. Thank you very much, Andoy.
Jesse, one word. Ang laki-laki ng pinogi mo. Dahil hindi kasi masyado kang payat noon eh. But now you have the flesh and all that. Ang guwapo mo talaga.
Alam mo, pasasalamat ko. Unang-una sa Diyos at saka kay Mother Mary. At pangatlo, kay Baby. Baby, at transform me kasi eh.
Oo.
Magaling magluto, Mrs.
Noon,
Mo.
very lang. Kaya payat-payat mo noon eh.
Oo nga, totoo yan. Totoo yan. Totoo yan.
Oo, nga.
Nabibighani kami,
Inamin
Jesse.
kong pangit ako noon, pero nakakatawa.
Di
Kasi
naman.
dapat matanda ko pangit, pero ako gumagawa pa ng konti.
Hindi pangit, kundi it was not your best.
Yes,
Yung
that's very true.
kabataan natin.
I will tell you, I owe this to my wife,
You're a lot
Edith,
better,
baby.
sabi niya.
Correct. That's
Naalala ko
good.
ng biruan sa Section A na ang breaking news daw ay si Jessie ay nag-gain na daw ng 1 ounce. 1 ounce.
Kasing tangkad ni Lincoln si Jesse.
Idol niya si Lincoln eh. Pareho sila.
Hindi pa napapatay.
Walang pagbabago, Jesse.
Thank you.
Okay, next, Chito. I think we have Des Hatiko.
I was in first year college, pre-med, because her boyfriend at the time, who she married, was, we were in Ateneo de Manila University. He was taking political science and we were in pre-med. So that's the first time I met her together. Luz Jose was always with them, when we were going out. So, and then she gave me pictures and she said, "Bahala ka na." as if I knew her family. So we kept on texting each other. What will I say about this? What will I say about that? And then I finished it, and they said, "Can you add two?" And then she got excited about it. I said, "Can you add two more videos?" So this is what I produced. I call this the joyful mother and Lola.
Nice, Tiset. Ganda.
I'm really, hindi ako marunong kaya pinaano ko pa sa son ko. Thank you, Chito. I'm sorry for sending my pictures and my videos a little late because I really did not plan to participate. But my newfound friend Connie convinced me to send pictures and pictures of my apos and my children. And then thank you for all of you. I'm grateful to be a member of this group, and I'm very proud that I belong to this group. Sana matapos na itong pandemic na ito so that we can see each other again in our next reunion. And then sana complete pa rin tayo. And then I want to greet my BFF Malu a very happy birthday, and my seatmate Bobby Harin, and then my other co-celebrants. And about Seni Mendoza, is she here? Because I found out that his son Mark is the best friend of my son Angelo. Happy birthday. Thank you. I just found out. I talked to Angelo last night, and then she told me that Mark's mother is Seni. So I want to greet her. Happy birthday.
Small world, Tess. Small world.
Yeah, that's small world. Also about
Happy birthday,
Bong,
Tess.
I found out that Bong is also a schoolmate of my husband.
Oh,
Actually, ini-scan ko yung ating souvenir book. Sabi ko, kilala ko yung muka nung kasama niya. So sabi ko, wala namang pangalan yung asawa niya dito sa souvenir book. Sabi ko, ano kaya yan? So nag-research ako. Meron palang kapino na naging kaklase ng pangalan Dennis. Sabi ko, kasama-sama namin niya sa college. Barkada raw ni Chito. Uy, sabi ko. Tapos madalas ko silang magsama. Si Lito Liage. So anyway, nagkausap kami ni Tess at si Baby nakikinig. Sabi niya, ako rin makikipag-usap kay Tess.
Bago ko siya, Viber friend. Chat friend.
You know, one of the admirations I have for our class, there are a lot of ladies who lost their husbands, and in spite of it all, they were able to raise their children and a lot of them are really very successful. So my hats off to our classmates.
Oh,
Happy
thank you.
widow. Okay. So who's next, Chito?
Andoy, can I say something?
Yeah, sure,
Andoy,
sure. Sure, Malu.
happy birthday to my comadre, Tessa Tico. She
Hi,
was
Malu.
the maid of honor during my wedding.
Oh,
My comadre
The world.
We've had 50 years of friendship, and together with Lusa Tico, we form a triumvirate. Tres Marias, panay bungis-ngis. Lalo na pag nandiyan si Chito. And Bobby Ladines. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's next? Chito, Biol?
Next one is from Bio, Britannia. He sent me 20 pictures, and I discussed with her whether she could provide me any details of each picture or send a voice message, of which she said just to show the pictures. So I'm expecting her to say something about those pictures. I don't know what order she wanted it, but I said bahala na raw ako. So. Okay, so these are the two e-cards that were made for her. One by Dante. Who made the other one? The one on the right side. Is that
Dante too.
Dante also?
Dante too.
Dante.
I'm assigned for March, that's why.
Okay. April's assignment goes to ST. Okay, this is the first slide. I titled her presentation as wife, mother, grandma, tourist, and friend.
Malala kung saan yan eh. Pero si Bio, very, very close kami niya.
Senior moments.
Nagrupo yan. Si Rene at saka si the late Chris Bodador. Kami ang mga kagrupo sa anatomy. Di ba, Pangga? Tawagan namin yan si Pangga. At kilala ko rin yung dating boyfriend niya. Tapos yung naging asawa niya. Bio, say something.
Vio want to be called Viol with an L.
That's
because
right.
the one Vio
Yes.
with no L is Vio Galompines.
Udolompines, yes.
So what we're seeing
Viol.
is actually Viol with an L.
That's right.
So this is the husband of Bio.
For
He's
sure.
an orthopedic surgeon.
Yes, that's right.
Tonico.
Yes.
Yeah, Tony Ko.
Tony, we were working together at UPPH.
Right.
Tony was
Manny,
my
yes,
senior.
you were together there. Yeah.
Yeah. Tonico and Tony Montalban married to Cecil Santa Cruz. Oh, where's that? That's a tall building.
Where is this?
Must be
Actually, Tony Ko is one of the pioneers, pioneer orthopedic surgeon in their area in Bacolod.
Is he also from that area?
Yes, she is.
Hello.
No,
Yes.
I think they're from Iloilo.
Yes.
Ayan na si Bio.
Oh,
Hello.
Bio.
Yeah, Biol.
Okay, I'm okay now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're good.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Biol. Okay.
Okay, sorry. This is our picture in one of our trips in Kuala Lumpur. Okay. So, next. Okay, this is our picture when we were in London with my idol, Princess Di. It's the picture of her with her boyfriend, and you see the engagement ring there. Yeah, the engagement ring down. Okay, next picture. Okay, also in London, one of the museums. Yes. Okay, next. Okay, that's in Japan, Kyoto. This is my son-in-law and our granddaughter there at the back. Next. Okay, one of those trips. Okay, next. Okay, this is my daughter, Kitty. She's
She's a neuro anesthesiologist. She's practicing here in Bacolod. They're in a team with Tony, Philip, my son, who is also on spine ortho. They work as a team. And this is our granddaughter, Lily. Okay. Me in Japan, little Japanese. Okay, next. I don't know, where did I get this? These are not my pictures, these are not my flowers. I don't know, I got it somewhere. Next. Oh, remember here in Bacolod, ruins? Yes. I know you guys love it. This is my first time to be in this place.
The ruins.
Kasi alam namin, dyan lang naman eh. Okay. Next. With Milen and Leia. Okay. I think the night you had from when you came from the beach in Lackawan. Okay, when you had the dinner with the classmates and okay, next. Okay. A picture with Wilbur. First time I've seen Wilbur, Rene. Yeah, and Eric too. Okay, and their wives. Next. Okay, this is also the dinner sa ruins. Okay, section A. Next, also. Next. Okay. Oh, this is during our rotation in Camp Rame with Dulce Tess. And that guy in front, I forgot his name. He's one of, parang namin nandoon, lieutenant na our friend. Tingnan mo, nagpaka-mini mga legs. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Biol.
Welcome. Thank you also.
And happy birthday, Biol. Birthday.
Thank you,
Happy
Andoy.
birthday, Biol.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Can we proceed? Chito? Jora will come in last.
Okay.
I think he's still fixing his presentation.
This year. How can I forget Bobby Harin and the secrets we shared?
Did
We were,
Did you know that Bobby is classified secrets?
we were dorm mates in first year grade school in an apartment owned by Dr. Perpetua Reyes Javier, a dermatologist.
Hello.
Hello, Bobby.
And friends. Great pleasure to you all. I'm excited to celebrate our 70th birthday together. The past year has been challenging for many. Personally, I suffered another brain in July. Spent several weeks in the hospital and caught COVID-19 during the last day. Thankfully, with grace, God, and prayers from friends and family, I survived. I am grateful to be able to attend today's gathering. I wish you all good health and happiness. May God continue to bless us. Happy birthday and cheers.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bobby. Happy birthday.
Bobby.
Okay.
Say something. You say something. Open.
Cheers, cheers.
Birthday, Bobby.
Bobby.
Happy birthday, Bobby, Bio. Biol.
Birthday.
Birthday, Bob.
You can say something.
Manny, I told I
Happy
called
birthday.
Ed Ferriol, Manny
Ah,
Fontanilla.
yeah.
Ed Ferriol is in because I have to call him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Long time no see.
Hey, Ed.
How are you?
Compadre, kumusta ka na?
Okay. Sorry guys, but I had to do this kasi
Wow.
Ed, I have to babysit Ed. So I called him. So para magkita yung magkumpadre. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Tagal na, Manny. Tagal na.
Compadre ko sarado yan sa veterans pa. Pre-med.
He's our best man.
He's our best
We
man.
will, you know how we'll always remember you?
Yeah.
Still the same place.
Yeah, yeah. Ed and I, we used to go around in his Dodge Mercedes. I remember that. We had to wait for the glow worm on your car for it to start. And then later on, we were driving in this white Cadillac. Those were really good times, especially at Veterans Memorial Hospital.
Yeah.
And then when we graduated, of course, Ed got married and went to the States. I continued this practice in the Ilocos. Remember that, Ed? Used to go to Abra. Okay. Compadre Sarada, we go a long way. I miss him very much.
Yeah, same here. I see the kids.
I remember that night, Ed, we went out to gather some organs. You know, Ed is very busy with organ transplantation. That was really very challenging job that he does. I was fortunate to go out with him one early morning, Ed. I remember we were trying to gather a lot of things, and that actually gave me a lot of respect for the human body. All right, we sort of got trained and educated at UST. Of course, it's a Christian, Catholic university. That's why we still continue to practice medicine ethically. And Ed's calling actually prolongs people's lives. So, well appreciated.
Thank you, Manny. Actually, my son is an organ recipient. Actually, he's 2 years out, and he had a new heart transplant about 2 years ago. So he's doing very well, and he's just living his life.
Oh, it's also my godson, Ed.
Yeah, that's true.
Inaano ko yan.
Yeah, he's still doing very well. Still loves his basketball and everything.
Oh, that's
Nando,
good.
I had a chance to almost connect with you in Steubenville.
Uh-huh.
Nando Lopez. Nando, aren't you in Steubenville?
No.
Andoy.
No, I'm not.
Were you in Steubenville? Are you still in Steubenville?
No, I'm not.
That's Francis Lopez.
Oh,
Francis. That's Francis.
Oh, Francis.
Kiko.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kiko. Yeah.
Alam ko Lopez eh. Sorry.
Yes, si Francis yun.
Actually, were it not for Linda, probably I would not have connected as much because everywhere I go, I'm the only Filipino. When I was in Cincinnati, I was the only Filipino out of 100 residents. And when I was in Dayton, Ohio, I was the only Filipino among 200 residents. So I've always been the only Filipino everywhere I went. And I'm lucky enough to at least connect with some people, especially like Linda, who I honestly, without her, probably I wouldn't have reconnected as well as I would want to.
Or without me, he will not be in the book, souvenir book.
She's my
Good on you,
lifesaver.
Linda. Hunting him. I wish you could have touched base too, Linda. I didn't know that you were practicing out there in Virginia, you know.
I didn't know you were there. You were in Virginia Beach. I've been here since 1980.
I was frequenting that because we bought a house there, and Ed took care of my kids actually for a while. He and his wife, when we had this problem during the Iraq-Iran war. We owe them a lot, you know.
Yeah. And you know what, Manny? We never left the house. We just remodeled. That's all.
It's a good house.
Oh, yeah.
I hope the
We never
Virgin
left
Mary
it.
that I buried in front of the house is still there. I remember your mom telling me that if you put a statue of the Virgin Mary, bury it in front of the house, head down, that will bring luck to the house.
I don't
And
see.
Shati, your sister, also told me that. So we did that. And I'm quite happy that, hopefully one day we can meet up again at Eagle Run.
No, I'm gonna go visit you because I might actually, without this COVID, I would have been closer to you. I was invited to go to Australia and also to New Zealand to talk about transplant. So I have a lot of friends in New Zealand,
welcome.
not New Zealand, Australia. Mhm.
Well, we welcome the class, anyone who's going down under. If you happen to go to Australia, we're just a few hours by plane. Please drop by. I remember Bilma Pule. At the last moment, she and her husband were touring in the South Island. So they got in touch with us, and we were just.
Auckland.
And then we got in touch with their. It was a whistle stop too in Auckland, but I made sure I met them up. So for you guys, class 74.
Better, let's make that as a, let's plan for it better, the class trip to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay, we will organize that. It's
2023.
going to be a big one, but we can organize it. I'm sure if you happen to be in our neck of the woods, you'll enjoy the trip.
Ani, January 2023.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hopefully we get rid of this pandemic.
We will
I'm
go
quite
and visit
happy.
the Lord
I
of the
was
Rings.
watching the number
Lord
of
of the Rings.
classmates who have had the vaccine. So I think we'll end up having to have COVID passports, all of us. And
Yeah.
please do drop by. We'll try our best to. Vivian and I are still doing part-time practice, Mondays to Thursdays, but we will always find time. All right, that's a promise.
Good. Jesse, hindi ka kasya sa mga Hobbit house.
Oh yeah. That's not too. That's not too far away from us.
Ako yung magician, ako yung ako yung malaking tao ron.
Sasabit
Mahabang
na
tungkod.
si Jesse doon.
I'm the wizard.
The wizard.
The white wizard.
You got to get your staff and that big hat, eh?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Linda, for connecting me with my compadre, Ed.
No, we should connect more, Manny.
Yeah.
I haven't retired. They don't want me to retire. They gave me all the help I needed.
Yeah.
Basically,
That's
all
great.
I'm doing is just consulting. That's all.
I almost retired if I did not listen to Dante, who was one of my best friends, Vivian and I, we have a long history with Dante and Javier. I'm sad to say Totong is already gone, but Dante and I, we go a long way too.
So we can't retire yet.
With Boy Ramos and Boy Reyes.
I'll join Ed when you go to New Zealand. I'll join you.
Yeah, welcome.
We're just here in Auckland.
Monchu, is Monchu with Stephen up in Houston?
He's in Mexico.
Monchu, I
He's
think.
in Mexico now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Because
in
he
Dallas,
told me,
Monchu's in
Monchu
Dallas.
told me that he was going to the memorial of Stephen.
After the memorial service.
After the memorial, yeah.
I almost stopped by Stephen's place when I was in Houston. He's just outside Houston, isn't he? He's in Sugarland.
Sugarland, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We met
I usually drive everywhere if I can drive. I drive all over. In fact, when I'm in Europe, I drive all over Europe if I can.
Yeah. Well, I will trust you. I can ride with you anywhere, man.
And Joy, by the way, but I can see Bobby Arin. He's around. Can we hear from him? Hi, Bobby.
Oh.
Well, Bob.
How are you today?
I'm the same.
Good. Status quo is good for us.
You look the same and even younger, actually.
The last time, Bobby, when I last saw you, we were in Philadelphia. I thought I had the youngest child, but you blew me by a few months. How old is that youngest daughter of yours now?
Young,
You have a son.
What's your youngest daughter's age?
Your son is 26.
Or how old is your youngest daughter when you were in Philadelphia back in the day? Gosh, I can't even remember. I think it was our 10th or 15th or something anniversary, or 20th anniversary, something like that.
26.
How old is she? 25? 24?
26.
26.
A son.
Oh, okay.
Really? She was 26? Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the same age then. I thought you were ahead of me. My youngest is 26. 25, I'm sorry. I got corrected. 25.
I'd like to say something about Bobby. Bobby, I have to thank you. You've been very generous when we organized the Gawad Kalinga, the project in Bulacan. You were one of those who gave the early donations, and I also appreciate your support when I wrote a book. I co-wrote a book about depression and suicide, and you were the first one who gave me a comment and bought the book. So I'd like to thank you. Maybe quite late, but the book was published in 2007. It's called Torment of the Soul, Suicidal Depression and Spirituality. It talks about suicide, about depression, and what does it take in order for you to avoid suicide, and the role of faith in trying to deal with your depression. And in the final end, I think that if you wanted to, the faith is the only way that faith can help you is that when you already have a what they call a foundation, and that if you have this foundation, it will help you deal when you're dealing with severe crisis in your life, whether it be your own or someone's loss. But I'd like to thank Bobby because he was there and he wrote me a comment, and so I thank him for appreciating the book that I wrote, and also for being there in terms of the Gawad Kalinga that we organized. And we were able to establish 42 houses through him and other sponsors, plus also through Needs Kakikla, who gave a lot in honor of her sister. So again, thank you, Bobby, for your support.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bobby, in the e-card souvenir committee, we were saying that you should be the awardee of the most highly spirited classmate, because in spite of all your epilepsy, stroke, they did not deter you from joining our Zoom. We congratulate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bobby.
Actually, if I remember, Bob is a jolly good fellow, Bob.
Yeah.
When you talk to Bob, he's got that infectious thing, you know. He's always laughing and smiling. That's how I remember you, Bob. You're one good, jolly fellow, mate. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Hope to see you next reunion.
In New Zealand.
In New
Yes.
Zealand.
New Zealand. Yes, New Zealand.
You should start planning then if you're dead serious. If you guys are dead serious, I'll start planning.
Yeah, we will.
Because
Becca
if you
will
have to
start
see
planning.
both islands,
Becca,
yeah,
2022, 2023.
Becca start planning for New Zealand.
yeah, the
We're our
North and
goal
the South
university.
Island, especially the South Island, you've
Oh,
got
is
very
the Roy
majestic
here?
views
Maybe
there.
you
I'll ask
and me
around
and
with the
Atto
travel
could
agents.
help. We could work on
We'll,
it.
okay. We'll create a committee, and Chari has some connection too.
Oh, yeah, Cherry, I just found out Cherry has got a daughter here.
Yes.
Who actually lives maybe about 30 minutes, is it? No,
Where does she live?
she lives in Onihanga. So it's about
Onihanga.
her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that Chari comes to New Zealand every other year.
Yeah.
But I hope to meet up with Chari when she goes visiting her daughter. She's got a
Yeah.
daughter here. I think from what she told me, she's an early childhood teacher. Yeah,
And an
she lives not
interior
too far away
designer.
from where we are.
She is
So
also an
hopefully we get to
interior
meet her. I
designer.
actually gave the contact address to Chari.
Thank you.
Sige, Chari will be one of the organizers for that for that
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah, about Bobby Harin. Hi, Bobby. This
Hi.
is Betha. I received a series of email from you after the death of my husband, and I'm so glad that you were there to support me during those time of grief. Thank you by just allowing me to remember our actually your escapades and just be there to be supportive of you. Okay, so thank you very much for just being there during my time of grief. Thank you, Bobby, and hope to see you in the next Zoom months.
No, I was gonna say something to Bella. I haven't seen you for a long time. I knew your face looked familiar, so I had to text Linda. So I said, "Is that Bella?
Is that Beta? Where does she live, Beta?
And you're seeing the new Beta, because we were in pre-med and you were in pre-med. So she was very simple lady, always being whisked around by their driver,
Yeah,
Oh,
Beta.
isa
Actually,
Beta,
my nephews are
very
practicing
simple.
in your. Yeah, my nephew is an orthopedic surgeon practicing in Dagupan, and a urologist practicing also in Dagupan. Their last name is Malonzo.
Okay.
So they're in your area, and I said, "What brought you over there?" Because their family or his dad is from Pampanga, Angeles, but they somehow found their way there. And I said, "Go visit the hometown of your grandfather in San Fabian."
Yeah,
so
San
it's kind of
Fabian,
like I know you're from Dagupan. Your dad was a mayor at one time, wasn't he? Or was he did? Yeah, that's exactly. In fact, that's how I met Linda in the Pangasinan Association here in Virginia Beach, and we just kind of like bumped into each other. That was my first contact with Linda.
Okay.
But nice seeing you.
Okay. Pachito, is Jorah ready with his presentation?
Chari asked me to what I would do for this Zoom meeting. She took from me what I wanted to do. I wanted to share our family resort in Bukidnon, the Cicada Hills. So that was precisely what we did. I had prepared us several slides, but it didn't come out here. So maybe my daughters prepared me a 2 short videos. So I hope you bear with me, my being a Beatle fanatic. Just a few words. Bobby Harin, Bobby spent an internship with us here in Davao. Most of you don't know that. And Bobby had a good time here, a fun time, I think. Right, Bobby?
Yes.
Yes, he does that. And money. I was in New Zealand about 2 years ago, and I can't forget that small church of the Good Shepherd by the late Capo. So very nice church. You can start the video now. The Cicada Hills is just a small resort, just a family accommodation thing when we started out about in 2005. But through friends and classmates who wanted to stay with us, we changed into it to accommodate more beds and space. So bear with me when I put you through these 2 videos, okay? They told me to buy time.
Sorry.
The whole family is here trying to help me.
Jory, actually, there is something on YouTube on Cicada because I looked it up.
Yeah, it's sort of a what we call this. I don't know if you call it a commercial spot.
Yeah.
Or maybe some guests of ours uploaded their videos.
Yeah, there is actually. If you are interested, go on YouTube and just put Cicada Hills, and you'll see some.
Yeah, or even on Instagram.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pictures there from our guests. But this year has been really bad. We've been told to close until health protocols are fully established. But then again,
the surges of the COVID are preventing us from opening again so far. No? Oh, my daughters are trying to help me out here.
Thank you very much, Jore.
Yeah, but sorry for the rough start. But if you notice in one of the pictures, the former Justice Tony Carpi was there. He has been my classmate since kindergarten. So we were classmates in high school, and then we got together in Ateneo de Manila. She was in economics and I was in the pre-med program. And we still see each other often. We gave him a reunion and a tribute when he retired from the Supreme Court. But now he's doing his advocacy for the West Philippine Sea. And now I think Isang Bayan is his project. I asked him outright if he was running for any position, whether it be senator or whatever he wanted to. But no, he said he's not. He just wants to ensure that the opposition presents a united front against my kababayan Digong.
Are you now a member of One Sambayan, Jore?
Hindi pa naman. That's not a political endorsement, ha?
Yeah.
Ako,
Okay,
member ng
thank you
isang
very
bayan.
much, Jore, and happy birthday.
Yeah, salamat din sa inyong pagtiis sa aking video.
Happy birthday, Jero.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
Sorry, happy birthday.
Yes, Dante.
Malaking pasasalamat, pero you know, we are now in the last quarter of our lives. Ito na lang uling ating manalalabi siguro mga 20 taon o 15 taon. And all of us are asking ourselves, where do we go from here? We have, meron tayong mga apo, may mga anak, kaibigan, and there's a part of us that maybe we're already happy where we are, but there's also a part of us that we are restless, still figuring out what do we do with the rest of our lives. And I'm one of them. I'm still figuring out where, where do we go from here? Because all of us has been given blessings by God. We've been successful in our own ways. And we like to, nakikita ko lang the best way I can just say, and I'll make it short, that the best way I made 3 acronyms. It's called GPS. Gratitude through generosity. Kasi if you are, we encourage ourselves to be grateful for what we have, and at the end of our prayer at night, we mentioned three blessings that we have. But I think it's hallowed unless we find a way, how could we share the blessing to someone who is less than us? And the second one I said is G, and then P is purpose through service. And I think that was emulated by our Divine Lord, Blessed Mary, and even in our own Christian lives. And the best thing we can do is to offer ourselves to the least one. I remember Mother Teresa said, you can give, but the best you can give is not only to give, but give until it hurts. And you touch, not only by giving, but you go for the poor and touch the poor and feel the poor's pain and hear him speak and listen to him. And last but not the least, spirituality through love, sa pag-ibig. Kasi naisip ko, why do we have pain? And finally, I found the answer. The reason why we have pain and suffering is because in order for love to be able to be given or emanated, one has more and one has less. And if one has more and give to the one who is in pain, who needs love, who needs recognition, appreciation in grief and in suffering, that's where love transcends. So I'm always a great believer that in our lives, I think I live more on the possibility of mercy and forgiveness and kindness rather than on judgment and conviction, because that's where we're gonna face our ultimate maker. And also you'll find a great happiness when you live the life of kindness, generosity, and friendship. Yun na lang masasabi ko. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat.
Okay, thank you very much, Jesse.
This was requested by Tonette.
Okay.
Tonette, say something about that video.
Tony.
It was a film for our 50th high school reunion. As you saw from that short clip, Jesse was teaching the DI how to dance. Okay.
Kawawa naman yung DI, Tunet.
Mawawalan ng trabaho.
So, happy birthday, Jesse.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I always tell people that I've known Jesse for a long time. We were altar boys when we were growing up, and we wanted to join the priesthood until one day the guy who was recruiting us asked us, have you decided what to do after high school? And Jesse said, we changed our mind, Father. Why is that? We discovered girls and they smell good. There goes our.
Ay, nako.
Hindi ko sinabi yun.
Mabuti na lang hindi kayo nagpare. Kung nagpare kayo, hindi na kami Katoliko ngayon.
Good one, Andoy.
We will follow the great the great law. Increase and multiply.
That's the hidden mission you were planning. You wanted the priesthood to get married.
Anyway, thank you very much, guys.
So happy birthday
Anybody
to all
else
the
would like to say a
celebrants.
few words?
Thank you, Tanet. Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah. Happy birthday to all the celebrants. That was a great
Tito?
presentation.
Chito, can we go with the cake presentation?
I want to ask the rest to our. Okay, you want a cake presentation first?
Chito, can I
Yes.
say something?
Okay.
Hi, Malu. Yes, Malu. Si Malu nga pa, hindi nagsalita.
Malu. Lisa will provide the cake. I will provide the flowers.
Wow, okay.
And Tante and Chito, keep the creative juices flowing because you create and weave magical moments and memories for us. Thank you.
Okay. Malu, namimiss ko na yung mga dancing natin practice.
The barbecue.
The barbecue.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
Sister Lisa. Nasaan si Sister Lisa?
Si Lisa. Andiyan dyan si Lisa. I saw
Yeah.
Lisa.
Hawak-hawak niya yung cake kanina.
Oo nga. Lisa.
Andyan na ako. Andito na.
Andiyan ka na.
Andito na.
Go.
Oh. Go with your ano.
Ayan. Yan na.
Andoy, we still have other celebrants. though.
Sige, after this we'll open it.
From
for
all the
others.
March
Oh,
celebrants.
okay.
Okay.
Can you sing?
Yes.
Can you sing before
Yes,
we blow
yes.
the cake?
Okay.
First of all, I would
Oh, let
like
us
to
sing.
thank everybody for the greetings and the
can't see you.
well wishes.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
And the well wishes
Lisa.
for all of us
make
March
sure that you have
celebrants.
the camera. Oh, David, we cannot see you.
What?
Yung ulo mo hindi na makita, Lisa.
Buka ng
Buka,
konti.
Lisa, para
Lisa.
makita.
Konti na lang. Yan.
Where are you? Where are you, Lisa?
Yeah.
There you
I'm
are.
there. I can see myself.
There you
Linda
go.
ito eh. Si Linda pala.
Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Where's the cake?
Okay, shall we sing happy birthday? Para
Thank
i-blow
you.
ni Lisa yung cake? So let's start. Happy birthday to
It's not on the
you.
screen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Blow the cake, Lisa.
Walang gana.
Everybody, money.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Lisa.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you from all the March celebrants. Thank you very much, Dante and Chito. Thank you.
Thank you, Chito.
Now I know it takes a pandemic to bring your artistic prowess into fore. So nice. I haven't imagined myself. Never in my wildest dreams will I land and as a cover girl. Pwede naman pala ako maging cover girl.
Pwede, Lisa. Pwede. Lahat kayo pwedeng maging cover girl.
Pwede, yeah.
Yes.
Never in my wildest dreams.
Thank you, Lisa.
Artistic prowess ni na Dante at saka ni na Chito.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Lisa.
Thank
birthday,
you.
Lisa. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Beta.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome,
Thank
Helen.
you. Hi,
Happy
Helen.
birthday.
Hello, Lisa.
Thank you for the
Walang
flowers.
zero.
Hi,
Wow.
Tess.
Chito, thank you.
Birthday,
Hi,
Lisa.
Dulce.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
so
Malo.
by the way, Tess Valdemoro is also present. So she's one of the
Tess will be giving the closing prayer. Si Tess ang
Oh, I
magbibigay ng
see.
closing.
I think I've said everything. Thank you very much, Chito, and all the organizers. I had fun. This is my first birthday Zoom that I attended.
Happy
O si
birthday,
Beta,
Luz.
birthday din si
Happy
Beta,
birthday,
hindi mo
Luz.
nagsasalita. Nag-prayer
Beta.
lang yan.
Yeah, si Beta.
Kala ko
We
nakalimutan
need to
ka.
hear from Beta.
Luz, kailan ka pupunta sa Seattle ulit?
All right. Last January, nag-isip na po ako kung ano yung pwede kong gawin on this March birthday Zoom. But I've been very visible for quite a while. Laging nasa Zoom kasi kami ng BCDR at saka souvenir group. So might as well something, ano ba yung pwede na ibigay ko para sa classmates natin. So I thought of the Lenten recollection. So it was affirmed by Dante and the BCDR group and the souvenir group. So I went ahead of it. That's why you had the Lenten recollection last March 7th, which was the day before my birthday. And at this point in time, I would like to thank everyone, especially those who attended for that birthday Zoom. At saka, hindi ko po in-expect yung abuloy na mga binigay ninyo. I didn't expect that. But then, thank you in behalf of Archbishop Sok. Hindi ko pa nasasabi sa kanya. I would like it to be a surprise. Sinanong ko lang kung mga accounts and everything. But he doesn't want to receive it again. But just in case, sabi ko, you have so many things na ginagawa dyan. In case, kung talagang gusto niyong tumulong, help the seminary. Sabi niya, not me. You know me. Sabi niya, yeah, I know. Kaya yun, maraming salamat po sa mga tulong ninyo. Nintay ko na lang po yung deadline ni George, and then eventually I'm going to, together with the letter of Abe, I'm going to forward it to Archbishop Sok to the account of the seminary. So thank you very much sa mga kaklase ko. At isa pa, I was supposed to do another video, but then my hands were really tight these past days. Supposed to be entitled 2020, the year that was. Sabi ni Dante, tuloy mo yan. Sabi din ni Chito, tuloy mo. Pero talaga hindi ko kaya. Maybe in the future, kasi in summary, 2020 hindi naman ganon. It did not tie us down. We had beautiful, the first quarter, magaganda po ang nangyari. And then the lockdown, but then we did something pa rin. We shared our part, and the most beautiful part in this, during the lockdown was the Zoom. Dito po nag-umpisa yung itong Zoom meetings natin. Nag-practice kami ni Chito na the BCDR group kung how to go about it. O, yun. And then after that, salamat sa practice na yon at nagamit ko din sa ibang organization where I did all these webinars and so on. So, thank you very much, my classmates. It's indeed just like all of you, we are really, maraming nagsasabi kanina na we are so fortunate that we have this group. It's something to be, we are so thankful about this particular relationship that we have. We can always find somebody, just like it's sinabi ko sa prayer kanina, we can always communicate with anybody kung tayo nalulungkot, tayo may problema. Andyan si Daroy, my laughing partner. Andyan yung prayer group ko na Lily, Helen, and so on. Si Dadom and Luz. Luz Tagorda. Andyan yan, palagi. And of course, my BC Dear group. Talagang we communicate every now and then. Andoy, salamat sa lahat. He's always there to support me na sabi niya, marami siyang comment dyan na napakaganda. He keeps me going on just the same. I have newfound friends and before hindi ako nakaka-communicate. And again, I got in contact with Manny, Fontanilla and Vivian. Ako natutuwa ko kasi pre-med day si Vivian and then nangliligaw pa si Manny sa kanya. Okay. And then
hiwalay pa hagdanan sa main building.
Oh yeah. And my photography partner si Mildred, and the Dom. Nako. Ang tawag namin sa Pangasinan ni Dadom is mga Oraka Queen, no? We are those. Also, Dulce, my body, really, she's really my body, my support and everything. Ayoko na, umiyak na ako. She knows
Can I
so
say
much.
one thing? Can I say one thing? Actually, I feel na nalulugi ako because seeing all those pictures na pinost ni Chito. You've been to so many reunions that I missed, but thank God sa inyong mga organizing committee, we're getting together again. Actually, for me, looking back, kasi nung mga estudyante tayo, we all have different focus. We were trying to become doctors, so we have our own little groups. And then after that, we went separate ways, internships and residencies, and then private practices. We traveled the world and all that. But I think this is the silver lining here, this pandemic. We could not travel, but we're actually closer,
Yes.
With this Zoom meeting, which I'm happy now to actually join. First time ko nag-join ito kasi I don't really go for all this thing, but my wife here, Vivian, told me, hey, she keeps reminding me. I was gardening yesterday. I said, oh, it's 1 o'clock. Then I checked. Oh no, it's tomorrow, Sunday. But of course, we have to calculate the times between America and the Philippines and New Zealand down under. I think for me, it's knowing you guys. Kasi nung nag-aaral tayo, may kanya-kanya tayong focus. We're just, for me, barely managing to balance everything. As you know, I was very active in student life, student affairs with Jesse and the ROTC. But to me now, looking at this, I think we will become closer, especially with these digital communications that we can all get in touch with. Actually, I enjoy the banter that I have with Eric Mendoza and Tonet Cusi and Moncho Ramirez, we would not probably have this opportunity if we were together, but because we're miles away, we sort of make the miles shorter and, for me, this is the blessing of this pandemic. Of course, I'm saddened every time I hear our classmates getting sick and all that. But all of us, one fine day, will leave this place. But we should carry our friendships, and we should keep going this way. Thank you.
Love you, mate.
Thank
Yes,
you, Manny.
Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, Beta. Thank you,
Thank you,
Manny.
Manny. Yes, I was supposed to go to your place this year. We had plans, but then COVID and everything. Supposed to go to Australia, visit my kids, and proceed to New Zealand. But, you know,
Yeah.
anyway, nasa plano ng Diyos yan. Makakarating din tayo sa New Zealand, di ba?
Yes, yeah. That's what I
Andoy,
said, you
okay.
know.
Si Chari.
Okay.
Si Chari.
Yeah,
Si
happens to
Chari
be
ang
here.
mag-ano.
Yes,
Si Chari ang ating leader
Chari is
dyan.
our connection now. I hope to meet your daughter,
Chari.
We
Chari.
plan
actually.
together and kaya yan. Basta gusto ng Diyos. Okay. Neat, salamat po sa iyong mga tulong and your needs kagigla. Maraming salamat sa dasal and everything. All my prayer partners, maraming salamat po sa lahat.
Yeah.
My souvenir group, my partner, OC, Rose, maraming salamat, ST. And again, for those who participated in the Zoom Lenten Recollection, Tony Buson, Tony Gabarda, Abe, Tess Baldemoro, may nakalimutan pa si George Manalo.
Si George.
George Manalo and those one. Saka maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Those who attended, you really made my day. Jessie, salamat din. You really made my day, my 71st birthday so special. Actually, the same video na share ko na rin sa isang group. And I'm going to share it again this coming Monday. So, parang nag-umpisa sa ating classmates na I could give the word of the Lord through Father Sok. It started with my desire to share it with you, and then sumunod na yung ibang community. So, iba talaga itong grupo natin. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat at thank you for all your prayers. Lily, my prayer partner. Marami akong prayer partners dito eh. Basta tawag lang ako ng tawag. Tess Mendoza is not here but she's also one. Jory, nice to see you. Ed, Feriol, and Bobby. Yan, tingnan ang akwan. Bobby Harin. Tony, thank you for sharing all the pictures of Archbishop Sok. And who else? Si Tess sa Tico, maski na busy siya, pinili niya pa rin mag-attend. Marami pong nag-attend, maski nahirap po na mag-Zoom join. They tried their best. Edith as well. Raul, thank you. And Judy, thank you too. All right, and Elson. Happy birthday to all of us.
Thank you, Beta.
Bye. Masyado na marami ako sinabi.
Thank you very much, Beta, for that, for everything, especially the Lenten.
Thank you, Beta.
Before we call Tess Baldemoro for the closing prayer, may I ask Chari to say a few words, my co-host, my co-MC. Chari, you're on mute. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay. I would like to thank for joining this bonding moments once a month. It's really very uplifting to all of us to be bonded and joining in the camaraderie of each other, sharing our joys, our sorrows, and everything. Ngayon, may iya-appeal lang ako sa inyo, ha?
Sige po.
Please support my painted face shields. Ayan. And all proceeds will go to charity, not a single centavo goes to me. Art materials and the face shields are all on me. So if you just feel like donating, I will give you the bank account of Cure Our Child Foundation Incorporated, and you can deposit exactly there. You will receive an official receipt for the donation that you will give. Thank you very much. And I wish everybody good health, physically, mentally, spiritually. God bless us all.
Thank you, Shari. Tess Baldemoro would like to give you the platform for your, you may say a few words before your closing prayer. So Tess?
Yes. Good evening, good morning to all class 74. Chito, sorry, I told Chito that I'll just say 2 or 3 sentences. I don't want to let this opportunity to pass. I'd like to congratulate each and everyone for pursuing and continuing this Zoom meeting, bringing us all together. Naalala ko tuloy, no? Totoo yun. We are the church militant. Our gun brothers and sisters are, of course, the church suffering, perhaps, and of course, this church triumphant. So we are all together in this, and we thank God for this. I'd like to thank and greet the BCDEFG of our class for patiently and persistently continuing this project. Especially, I won't mention anymore. It's, effectively named all of you. You know who you are, no? And it's good to be here. Tomorrow, Monday, 29th, Metro Manila and the neighboring cities will be again on ECQ, enhanced quarantine um, uh, position. No? It was a year ago when we were locked down. No? So the reason why this is my first full Zoom meeting with you is because after the lockdown last year, my family, my nephews and nieces initiated a family prayer gathering every Sunday. So that's the reason why it coincides with our meeting. But today I told them that I will be absent because I want to be with my classmates this time. And I thank the Lord for this opportunity to be really be with all of you. And I thank you and congratulate everyone for, again, we have not forgotten our Tomasian roots. And it's so good to see that each and everyone has really persisted in the faith and we are united with that. So as we enter into the really heart of this special season, I think the Lord is directing our focus to the 3 pillars of the Lenten season: almsgiving, fasting, and prayer. May we deepen our intimacy with the Lord, and probably as we choose the better portion, may we continue to grow in our prayer life. Chito, kindly play the video. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you very much, Tess, for that sharing.
In the name of the Father, of the Son,
Son,
and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Before we end, we'd like to extend our gratitude to Chito for initiating this Zoom and for all of the work, the videos, of course, to Beta, to ST, to Dante, and to the others who made all of these things possible for us to meet even in a Zoom or in a virtual reality. So thank you very much, guys, and happy birthday to all the March celebrants.
Nalagpasan mo ang mga pagsubok, di mabilang na mga bagyo. Kahit ilang baha man ang danasin, kasaysayan mo'y hindi kayang anurin. Ang iyong sahig dingding, mga pintuan, saksi sa iyong dakilang nakaraan. Tinamnan ng tama, puso't isipan, mga bayaning sa silong mo ay nanahan. Nag-iisa ka lang, pinagpalang pamantasan, 4 na siglo nang nagtuturo sa kabataan. Pagmamahal sa Diyos, karunungang may dangal. Ako'y nagagalak, matawag na isang Tomasino. Ang ngalan mo'y hindi natutulisan, ilan mang siglo pa ang magdaan. Dahil ng Diyos ika'y iniingatan, tunay kang binasbasang kaaralan. Nag-iisa ka lang, pinagpalang pamantasan, 4 apat na siglo nang nagtuturo sa kabataan. Pagmamahal sa Diyos, karunungang may dangal. Ako'y nagagalak, matawag na isang Tomasino. Nagsisilbi sa kapwa, naglilingkod sa bayan, nagmamahal sa Diyos, may karunungan, may dangal. Ako'y nagagalak, ako'y isang Tomasino.
Okay, that's the
Thank you.
end.
Thank you.
Those who want to continue talking with each other, you can continue for as long as you want. But this is the formal end of our March birthday celebration. Thank you to the moderators, to the celebrants who presented their families, their work, their interest, and to Beta for the opening prayer and Tess for the closing prayer. Thank you, everyone, especially the BCDR group who make this also possible, all these presentations.